everybody, good morning. It's actually pretty early in the morning, but that's because today we have planned on looking a bunch of different apartments. I think maybe like 3 or 4. Are you looking at how many apartments? 2? Only 2? You don't want your voice to... Okay. So we're looking at 2 apartments today. And I thought it would be interesting to record this also to show a little bit of maybe how apartments here in New York look, of course at a certain price range, and also how the area looks. Currently we're located in the West Village. That's where we're interested in moving. Today we're just gonna be looking around it. It's gonna be a little bit different from my usual video. I'm trying to make it a little bit more informative, of course. And yeah, so see you guys later. Bye-bye. Okay, so right now we're on our way to apartment number 1. So fingers crossed that we feel good with this one, but we'll see. Our first apartment visit is located between West Village and Meatpacking District. This apartment has a square footage of 1,000 feet and blends all the charm of the West Village with the downtown Tribeca loft, as it has a 13-foot ceiling, which is pretty tall for an average apartment height. The big windows should be giving a beautiful view facing south, but for now, due to building renovations, the view will be covered till the end of May. This apartment comes already fully furnished, and in fact, the rent becomes more expensive if you decide to unfurnish it. But this is a rare scenario, so don't worry about it. And if you ask me, the things that comes with it are really cute. Next, we have the bedroom, which is only divided from the rest of the apartment by a curtain, making the space a studio. Later, we have a bathroom, which weirdly enough was my favorite part of the place. I think it was pretty spacious and well lit. It has a bathtub separated from the shower and an incredible big mirror and sink with a lot of space to place all your products. This is of course right next to the bedroom, so if you have guests in your place, take into account that they will have to use the same bathroom as you. Another thing that completely amazed me of this place is the amount of storage room it has. Following, we have the kitchen, which is exposed to the rest of the apartment, which I believe comes well equipped. So if you're someone who likes to cook, you will feel very comfortable here. Last but not least, the building also comes with a common rooftop, which has an incredible view. You can even see the Empire State if you look close enough. This is a wonderful place if you ever feel like having a glass of wine with a friend or enjoying the lovely summer nights outside. Who knows, maybe even a barbecue every now and then. Well, that was a little bit of a presentation of how this apartment looks. That was a little bit of a demo video, just so you could actually feel how it looks in real life. I tried to be as realistic as possible because many times pictures that you see on the listings, they'll look extremely beautiful, well lit. They use this kind of lens that makes spaces look a little bit bigger than they actually look. I'm really trying to make everything look a little bit, again, realistic. If I have to be honest, maybe this is a listing that looked the most true to the pictures in the listing. I'm not a big fan of studios. I think it takes away a little bit of the privacy of a room. I really have to say that for this listing, I could definitely forgive the idea that it's a studio. Fun fact, to all my Potterheads out there, not only one, but 2 Slytherin wizards live there at some point. Currently only 1, unfortunately. Previously, Alec Rickman, also as many of you might know him as Snape, used to have an apartment here. The second person is also Ralph, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say his last name, but I write it here, also known as Voldemort. He still has he still has an apartment there. He bought his apartment there and lives there since 2008. Of course, not all the time, but every time he comes to New York City, he lives in this building. I heard actually that in the West Village there's a lot of celebrities that actually live there. This is a hot neighborhood. People will really like it because it's really nice. It's not a dangerous one. It's on downtown where all the fun is. A lot of things are just walking distance. Things that I really loved about this apartment, about this listing, were the rooftop, bathroom, kitchen, just the space. The furniture that comes included with it was really nice. As I mentioned during the demonstration, this apartment comes furnished. And in fact, if you want to unfurnish it because you don't like what it comes with it, it does raise the monthly price a little bit higher. The monthly rent for this place is $7,250. That's with no broker's fee or other things included, of course, which, to mention, it's like a 15% of the yearly rent. And if you want it unfurnished, it goes up to $7,600 per month, which it's not terrible. Again, we were going through our range. It's something between $500 to $5,000 to $800. $5,000 to $8,000. $5,000 to $8,000. What's wrong with me? This was our first option. Now we're going to our second option. Our second apartment is located in the heart of the West Village, so you know that there are amazing things to do just within a walking distance and will always be surrounded by a beautiful and vibrant neighborhood. We begin with the kitchen, which is a few steps from what it would be the living room. And although the square footage of the apartment felt a little small, the unit is a massive duplex one-bedroom loft. There is a small hidden compartment inside the bookshelves where we were having a little bit of a hard time knowing how to open it. The apartment receives plenty of light, and although small, the windows have a lovely view of the streets and rooftops. The AC is of course included with the apartment. Next, we have to take some stairs to arrive to the second level, where we can find the bedroom. This room only has one window in it, and it only faces a brick wall. If you're looking for storage space, the room has 2 closets, although I have to warn you, they were pretty small for an average closet. The lower level is exposed with a rail, and there are stairs that take you to the terrace, which is like the third level if you want to consider it that way. Now moving to the second option. This one is as well in the West Village, and in fact, it's a little bit more into the heart of the West Village. The other one was more on the edge, next to the meat packing district, but this one was actually where all the fun stuff happens. You can see it was in a little bit more of a busy street. In front of it there was this restaurant that people were lining up to, which I have to check later on what restaurant it was. There's a lot of cute chic boutiques next to it, a lot of good restaurants which I need to go to. And it looked like, honestly, the buildings in front of it, next to it, they were all wonderful. However, I did not feel very convinced by this one myself. I did not have any amenities, packages. Apparently you just leave them there in the entrance. There's nobody to receive them, which means like anybody could actually take your packages, your mail. I'm not saying anybody should do that, but that's how it works here. It looked like a little bit of an outdated building, if you ask me. I feel it was needing some maintenance to it. The room in itself, again, pictures are deceiving, and this is why you should definitely look into apartments yourself. You should actually go in person and look at them. Pictures on the listing, they look pretty big. Like they made the space look gigantic. That's why we decided to go there. When we went, surprisingly, the space looked really small. I did not fall in love with this place. but I mean, I don't know, maybe it's pretty good for the amount you have to pay. This was actually the cheapest of our options that we went to see that day. Monthly rent was for about 5,300, almost 5,400. It's pretty good, especially for the area, since the West Village is not the cheapest of the areas, but still I feel you could get a little bit of a better place for that amount of money. I think that's all the comments I have for the second listing. So now we're going actually to our last and third listing. Our third and final apartment is located in the chic neighborhood of Soho, right in the heart of Broadway. Upon entering the loft, we're inspired by the home's high ceilings, a wall of oversized windows, and the light that floods into the home. From all of our previous apartments, this is the biggest one, with a massive area of 19 square feet and 13 feet high ceilings. Currently, the space is divided with walls that form two separate bedrooms, in addition to the living room, a bathroom, and the kitchen. The bathroom feels gigantic, as it has a vanity, a gorgeous bathtub, a separate shower, sink, and toilet. The kitchen is also the most spacious one we have encountered yet, and it is exposed to the living room. There are some stairs that you can take to a higher level, where you can find more storage room if needed. But I doubt you will need more space, as this apartment has plenty of room and closets to put away anything. So this was the third and the last place we visited that day. I fell in love with it. It's kind of like a prohibited thing to say that I fell in love with it, because this was definitely way out of our budget. This was a special thing. We were not, in fact, planning on watching this one. We just went there because it just ended up that we could go there. The thing that makes this place different from our previous listings was that this is actually not a place to rent. This is to buy. You have to buy it. It's for sale. The owner currently is in Hong Kong, so he's kind of in an urgency, of course. This apartment sells for, drum roll please, $2.7 million. Almost 3. I know, but it's amazing. I think, if you ask me, I think it's worth it. It was amazing because it was in a great location. Okay. 1, it was in a great location. 2, it had enormous windows. 3, it had tall ceilings. 4, a Victorian model lives in the apartments that are next to you, like in front of you. I think that's a plus. Come on. I would buy that apartment, but it's amazing. It's on Broadway on Soho. Apartments on top of some stores. Also, like right next to it, you have Balthazar. Amazing. It's just, oh my god, go to Balthazar. You need to go to Balthazar. I swear to God. It's in the chic Soho. My god, you're gonna love it. Maybe we did consider it a little bit, but just being realistic, we don't even know how long we would be here, like living in New York City, since we just want to be flexible. So yeah, we didn't take that listing seriously, but I thought it would just be cool to add this to show maybe how like a $3 million apartment looks in New York City. This video was a little bit different. It's not much, again, of a storytelling thing. I wanted to do this a little bit more informative because I definitely know that one of the things that people get the most curious about when they come to New York, especially New York City and the city, is about apartments, cost, how they look. Maybe this is going to give you a little bit more of an idea. And again, I warn you, if you're actually looking and you're
just basing everything on listings and you think something doesn't look that good, still maybe go, because chances are that you could be surprised of how different everything looks. There's some things that maybe we would like to negotiate out there, but yeah, we'll see. If not, we're gonna keep looking. But I think this was good just for a little bit of a taste of how things work here. Thank you once again for watching. I hope that this maybe was a little bit helpful to you, and hope to see you soon. Bye.